Hey, it's David Breeze Flippers. It's the middle of the week, and I gotta tell you, sales are slow. What happened? Did eBay turn the switch off? I don't know. It's been crazy. Sales were pretty good last week and the week before, so I wasn't complaining. But it just stopped over Monday and Tuesday. I don't know. And today, haven't had a sale yet today. So it's almost like, I don't know. Did they turn the servers off? Did something happen? It's just been kind of strange because we've been steady hitting sales every day. So I don't know what's going on. I know we're listing every day. We're doing all the stuff that we're supposed to be doing. But anyway, so I took the time and I actually caught up my bookwork. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about bookwork, but I'm going to talk about my Reseller Genie. And if you don't have it yet, I'm going to talk about it and tell you a few things I like about it. But I also will give you some inside information that would help you so you don't do what I do, which is not do your bookwork enough and then you have to play catch up, and that sucks. So, but we did have a few sales. I'll show those today too. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about how AI helped me with my bookwork, and maybe it can help you too. So let's get into it.
Find it, flip it, ship it, wear Breeze Flippers, keep it moving. Find it, flip it, ship it, repeat. Breeze Flippers, we keep.
All right, like I said, sales are slow, guys. I wish I could tell you I had $400, but we've only got about $44 in sales since Monday. What's going on? Anybody else experiencing this? Leave me a comment. Tell me if you've had the same experience this week, because I don't know what's going on. We're listing every day. I'm listing a lot of stuff every day, so I really don't know what's happened. It's kind of weird. But I'll tell you what sold. I'll pop it up on the screen because I've already shipped them out. So like I said, haven't had any sales today either, so weird. So I'm waiting for the Cha-Chings to come later, though. It always does after I do a video. First thing I sold was an Action 2002 Tony Stewart, number 20 Winston Cup champion, 1/64 scale diecast, a limited edition car. It was on a card. It was nice. $13.49 was a sale. It went out with free shipping. I didn't pay very much for these. I bought these in a big bundle on Dibdit. So, and we'll talk a little bit about Dibdit today too, because there's some fun stuff going on there. But it's a good place to source, and I do a lot of sourcing there. So that went out, and it only cost about $4.60, I think, to ship. So, I didn't make a ton of money on it, but I made back my money on it. The next thing that went out was Hot Wheels Pro Racing 1998 Kyle Petty, number 44 NASCAR car, new in the box, limited edition. So basically it was on the card again, but this was a limited edition Hot Wheels. Sold that for $11.11, free shipping. I got to get rid of the free shipping stuff, guys. This is what kills me. But that went out, and again, it was only about $4.60 something to ship, but I also picked it up on Dibdit in a big buy, so don't have a lot in it. And last, I picked up, let's see, this was something I actually picked up a while back. So again, this has been listed since November of 23. It's actually when I bought it. Hasn't been listed that long, but it's been in my inventory that long. This was a Stampin' Up! Rubber stamp lot, Christmas tags, loads of love, and holiday wood. I picked up a bunch of these at an estate sale, again, in 2023. And it was November of 2023. It was a good estate sale, and I thought I was getting a good deal because like $50 for this huge box of Stampin' Up! And I just thought at that time, boy, this will be great. Now, we did sell a bunch of them right away, but we sat on a bunch of them for a very, very long time. So anyway, this is one of the last ones. It's starting to wane down, get down to the nitty gritty, to the bottom. So I'm probably going to lot these up, or I may even just pull them out of the inventory and put them on Dibdit at some point. But just kind of to get rid of them because they don't sell that good. And I don't know if I'd ever buy them again, to be honest with you. But anyway, I paid, like I said, I think it was very, very little for that. So I think I maybe had $1 into this. I don't know, because I had so many of them. There was probably maybe 80 to 90 different units in that box when I bought it. So I got $10.25 for it though, $6.99 shipping, and that went out. So like I said, guys, $44. This is really killing. Do you guys tell me if you're having a bad couple of days too? Because I hope it picks up. But at the same time, we did have a sale over the weekend, and it could be that the sale ended. Maybe maybe I need to do that, pop another one up. I'm probably going to do that. I'll actually probably start a sale tomorrow and run it through maybe a week this time. Let's see if it does anything. But it did yield some sales. Like I said, the Labor Day sale did about $208 just on that sale. We had other items that sold, but you know, $208 over the weekend wasn't bad. And then the sale that we just had this last weekend, again, just 10% off, we sold 7 items at $163. So I do think the sales get some attention, but you know, like I said, I don't know if it maybe it hits really fast and it just kind of drops off at the end of the sale. I don't know. So we're going to try it again. We're going to see. But this time I'm going to run it for a week. I'm not going to run these month-long sales too many times anymore, because it seems like it does really well at the beginning and it just kind of falls off at the end. So I kind of want to keep that fresh all the time. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. Probably run a multiple tiered sale. So this way I'll probably put some items at 10%, 15, 20, 25%, just depending on how long they've been on there and how much they are. So, but I'll probably start that pretty soon. But you know, overall, this quarter, I'm still not going to complain, because we're 35% over last year this same time. So we are doing better. We're up on the number of quantities sold by 12%. We're up 24% on our average sales per item. So I'm definitely not upset about that. We're up on the number of buyers. So the quarter is improving. And overall for the year, we're up slightly because of that one bad quarter, the second quarter. So I think we're going to do okay. Which brings me to the bookwork. So I got to look at the numbers, and the one thing that I haven't been doing very good at is, you know, I sell on Dibdit. And let me just start this and say a couple things about Dibdit real quick. First of all, if you're not on Dibdit yet, go to dibdit.com, dibdit.com. Sign up. You can use Breeze Flips. You can get $5 off your first $10 purchase. You don't have to buy with me. You don't have to buy anything. But here's the cool thing. Get out there now and sign up, and you can go bid $1 on a brand new Switch 2 that somebody's going to win for $1. So next week is going to be the drawing, so you have a few days. We've signed up 500 people in the past 3 days. Dibdit is now the number 3 marketplace on District. So it is growing fast, guys, and there are some amazing deals and lots of fun stuff going on there. So go to Dibdit, dibdit.com. And when you sign up, just put my Breeze Flips in there. And if you decide to buy something at $10 or more, you will get $5 off of it. And why not? You know, like I said, I buy a lot of stuff on Dibdit and resell it. I just got a whole bunch of great comics off of Dibdit. This is a comic book cover. This is a Batman Adventures, which I kind of needed for my collection. Some more comic book cover art, some more art. Or this is really cool, actually. I love this one. This is a Scotty Young art. So, and then this one, Inhuman Medusa. And I got some other cool stuff. So Batman, just some great comics. Some of these will go for resale. Some of these, here's a facsimile of the Fantastic Four. Awesome comic. I got all these off of a Dibdit sale. I didn't pay that much for them. So, you know, and I might, some of them are going to stay in my collection, to be honest with you, but some of them might resell. You know, I mean, like I said, it's always out there, guys. It's a great opportunity. So dibdit.com, use Breeze Flips. Like I said, get $5 off. But if anything, go out there and sign up and put the $1 bid in on that Switch 2. Why not? It doesn't cost you anything to put the bid in. If you win, you get it for $1. And why not? So anyway, doesn't hurt anything. And while you're there, check out some of the sales. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. I'm going to be doing a sale tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time, and I'm going to be selling off huge bundles of comics. I've already got the boxes made up. There's between 20 and 25 comics in each box. I haven't really started the sale, how much I'm going to start them off at, maybe $10, and see how much they go for, because I've got to move some comics, guys, because it is sourcing season and I will find more. So it's time to do that. So anyway, hope to see you over there. And if you do come over there, please ping me, let me know, and I'll make sure I follow you so that you get a follow. And follow the people you like over there. It's a lot of fun. So that being said, let's talk a few minutes about bookwork. So I kind of led me back into it. So I'm not being ADH here, but maybe a little bit today. But this is what got me thinking about it. So as I was looking at this, I hadn't had a way yet to really do my Dibdit auctions in my bookwork. And here's the other thing, guys. I'm terrible with bookwork. All right, this is not my favorite thing. Now, here's the upside. You've seen Sherry on the videos, a couple videos already, and she's going to be on here more. She is going to start doing our bookwork. But in order for her to start doing our bookwork, I had to catch it up. Now, I use my Reseller Genie for all of our bookwork. And I would love to show you on the screen, but I don't really want to show the the details on it. However, I'm going to tell you a couple features that I really love. First of all, I love the fact that you can have a dashboard and I can look at a glance and see where we're at. I can see what each month has done. I can kind of take a look at it and tell you, you know, hey, for this year so far with the total income, we're over almost 27,000. I can show you my expenses, which are very close to the same amount. However, that's because we bought a lot of inventory, where our profit, where our loss is, and we can kind of see all the information. So the dashboard is one of the cooler factors of it, and I can look at it for the month. I can look at it different ways. The other thing I love about it is the reseller reports. So I can run a profit loss statement anytime I want for the month. I can run it for the quarter. And if I take a look at it, you know, we've done really well for this quarter. If we can look at the income, we can look at what's coming in. So I have been able to do that. And I've been able to add in my Dibdit income as well by actually creating an inventory. So whatever I sold for the number of items for that month, I'm just doing each one each month, and I would just put that information in there. And my Reseller Genie tracks all of this stuff for me. So I put an inventory in there for Dibdit, and I also put a sale. So it shows how much we got, so how much we cost, and I'm estimating out the cost of the items that I pull. So, so that's the other thing it does. But the other thing that's really cool is I can also look at our inventory, and I can generally match that up to our inventory on eBay. So, but here's what happened. I hadn't done this in a while. Bad on me. I've also realized since I've been doing Dibdit since March that I've pulled a lot of items out of my inventory, and I have not updated my inventory in my Reseller Genie. So I had 2,800 items in my inventory in my Reseller Genie, but on eBay, less than 1,100. So you know what that means. Trouble. So this is what I did. So I used Mr. ChatGPT. So this is another reason to use ChatGPT. If you're not using AI, guys, you're falling behind. I'm sorry. You don't have to use it for listings, but my gosh, it saved me hours and hours and hours of work. I was able to download my inventory from eBay, download my inventory from my Reseller Genie. So I had the template to reload it. I was able to download the information for all the sales. So I have done all of that, and I basically told my reseller or to ChatGPT to look at this and analyze it and give me a final inventory that I can resubmit back into my Reseller Genie. So we did it. I mean, it went through and it looked at everything. It did a fuzzy match on the title. It did a fuzzy match on the SKU. It did all these different things, and it titled it out, and it put a little column on the end of the spreadsheet that I need to re-up back into my Reseller Genie, and it did it perfectly. We were almost matched to the number. So lesson one, every time I take something out to sell it on Dibdit, I need to take it out of my inventory, which that would be a smart thing to do. I take it out of the inventory on eBay, but it doesn't update the other direction on my Reseller Genie. My Reseller Genie goes out and pulls in the new stuff all the time, so it's up to us to kind of keep track of it. But it does a great job of it. And it gives me costs because I use the accrual method. I know some of you will probably go, oh my God, why? But that was my tax advisor advised us to use the accrual method. A little different than the cash method. The cash method is basically as soon as you pay for something, it's all there. Accrual method is it's not really counted until it sells, right? But that also helps because we carry a lot of inventory over each year. So anyway, talk to your tax advisor. We'll give you a better. Full disclosure, guys. In college, I failed accounting the first year. So this is why I hate bookwork. And I haven't filled out a checkbook in God knows how long. I've never balanced a checkbook. I just always look to make sure I got enough money in there. Sorry guys, that's me. You may be the same way. But anyway, so that's one of the reasons why. But my Reseller Genie, if you want to try it out, guys, you can click on the link in my video information, and click on the link, you get 15% off the first month. I use the ultimate plan, and it's only $19 a month plus whatever, so it's $20 a month. The headaches that it saves, the spreadsheets that I don't have to use, the stuff that I don't have to do, plus it'll print out a Schedule C for me. It tells me if I owe any taxes right now for this quarter. I mean, it really is a good tool, and it just, that's one of my favorite things about it. It integrates with all of my, well, first of all, it integrates with eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. It may integrate with more. Those are the only three I use right now. but it also integrates with all my banks, my credit cards, everything that I use. So it is a great tool. It saves you a lot of time. You don't have to use the ultimate plan. You can use the lower plans if you don't want to do some of the different things. But what a great opportunity. And if you're using the cash method, it's probably going to be a lot easier. You don't have to worry about the inventory. But between that and ChatGPT, I was able to straighten out this and get it all done. And I think we're back on track. So I'll be able to tell you exactly, how I'm doing and kind of keep track of it a little better. Actually, maybe I won't, but maybe Sherry will, because I'm turning it over to her and saying, here you go. So she does her bookwork. She actually uses QuickBooks for her gift shops, but and QuickBooks is much harder than this. There's no doubt about it. So, but anyway, that's one of the things I really wanted to talk about today. Just the fact that, hey, take a look at my Reseller Genie. It's a great tool, and I think you would really like it. And again, just look at the reporting features on it. That's the part that I love the most. The reseller reports, just to be able to see where I'm at each month, tracks my mileage, and they just added some new features, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't even had a chance to review them yet, but I think one of the new features that they had added is going to be you're gonna be able to put receipts now in there. So actually take pictures of receipts. So I'm not sure how it all works, but I'm going to take a look at that. I'll probably report back on that later. So we'll definitely take a look at that and see how it does, because I have to use a separate software right now to track all my receipts. I would love a way to import receipts into this. So we're going to see how that works and take a look at it. But like I said, guys, go take a look. And don't be afraid to use ChatGPT for other stuff. So combining spreadsheets, because listen, I can go in and do the same thing in Excel. I've used Excel for years. It is not my favorite tool. And I really, since I started working with Salesforce, I've gotten completely out of Excel. I don't use it very much at all, but I still have that ability. However, I don't use it enough to remember everything. So ChatGPT fixed it up. Hang on a second, I have a visitor. You want to come up and say hi in my video? This is my little buddy. He's visiting me today. Say hi. You say, look up here. I'm up here. You're up here. Say hi. He's saying hi. He's very shy. So anyway, but so I've been using ChatGPT for a lot of stuff, but again, Excel's not my favorite thing, so why not use ChatGPT to fix my Excel problems? So it did it for me great. So that being said, there's the last thing I was going to talk about was I have been talking a lot about the Pokemon buy that I did. I have finally pulled those numbers. So I actually did pull those numbers, and I was right. So our $270 investment, we've already done over $800 in sales. And if I gross that out after shipping, everything, it's just under $700. So that number is still climbing and still growing. And he's infatuated with the fact that he can see himself on my monitor, because it's a long story. anyway, so we're gonna have some fun today, guys. All right, and we're gonna have some fun today and do some stuff together. But I wanted to kind of cover, at least tell you what was going on. Give me a minute and I'll be done. I wanted to tell you what was going on with everything, and kind of give you an update on the sales. Like I said, let me know in the comments. Are your sales slow right now? Maybe I'm missing something, or I don't know, maybe I'm not on the right track, so I need to try to change up something. But I'm definitely going to try something different this week and see what works. But anyway, I hope your week is great. I'll report back at the end of the week. Hopefully by Friday, I'll have some new sales. So this weekend is Flee Across Florida, so I'm going to be getting ready for the sales on Saturday, and I plan on hitting a bunch, guys. So this is going to be a great sourcing weekend, I hope, and I'll have some great, exciting things to show you guys. So I'm David, Breeze Flippers. I hope your week is great. We'll see you.
Find it, flip it, ship it, wear Breeze Flippers. Keep it moving. Find it, flip it, ship it, repeat.